Full-time reaction at Crave Cottage. It's Fulham 2, Bournemouth 2. Make sure you subscribe to Cherries Red Army, hit the like button, get your comments below. Another great point for the Cherries. We'll break the game down in a bit. Thank you to our sponsors, Aquashine Exteriors. Lineups unchanged for Bournemouth. We were talking about whether maybe Jay-Z would come in to deal with Dan James, but Gary O'Neill went with the same lineup as last week, and Smith would start on the left and Fredericks on the right. Fulham, Mitrovic came in. Of course he did. He was always going to play Mitrovic. And their team had strength, power and technical ability, so we were going to have to be on it. And I tell you what, we were on it. Only took a minute and a half. I mean, talk about quick starts. We had it last season in the second half. Well, this season we decided to have the quick start in the first half. Great move down the left-hand side. Tavernier, Solanke, Billing, back to Solanke, 1-0 to the Cherries. Great start for us on the front foot, and Bournemouth fans were in good spirits. And the game went on, and I tell you what this game had, and what I loved about it is both teams were on the front foot, both teams were battling for every ball, 50-50s. Sometimes I didn't think the referee was great today. I was going to say that later on, but I'll say it now. I didn't think he had a great game, and he disrupted that a little bit. But this was a great game of football where both teams wanted it, and a bit like a basketball match. And in that basketball match, Fulham would equalise through a corner, set piece. It was a soft goal to concede, really. A header near post. No, couldn't keep it out. And it was 1-1. And we were all square. But we got back on the front foot. We were playing really well again, trying to get in the Fulham half. And we got the second goal for Bournemouth. The third goal in the game. Dom Solanke broke down the right. I think Lewis Cook fed him through. He held on to the ball. Saw Jefferson Lerma coming. Laid it on. Jefferson Lerma, side foot, past Leno. Bournemouth 2. Fulham 1, and we had to get to half-time, and we did get to half-time, and it was sort of get the lads in, because the second half was going to be massive, and I can't say enough how much of a good half of football that first half was. That was a great advert for the Premier League, probably built out of the Championship, to be fair. Second half, Fulham made some changes. They've made some substitutions, and this was really key for Fulham, because they brought on Tom Kearney, technically very, very good with his left foot, and Willian, who's got lots of experience and technically good with his right foot. And we would concede the fourth goal in the game, and it would be a penalty. I'm hearing it was a penalty. It looks like Lerma was all over the Fulham player, and if it was Stonewall penalty, that's a bit disappointing, because you don't want to give cheap penalties away, and Mitrovic put it away. He scored his goal. I think that's 7 now for the season for him. And it made the game 2-2. But talking of penalties, we could have had one in the first half. I'm hearing that Fredericks was a pullback, and maybe there's a handball when Solanke's running through. So we don't get them. When we've got a Bournemouth badge on, it just doesn't happen. But going back to the second half, it was 2-2. And this is where we're going to find out about Gary O'Neill, okay? Because when the game's finally balanced, we're going to find out what type of manager he might be. Because there's not a lot of movement on the bench. Fulham did. They brought Harry Wilson on. They made more changes. But I was worried. I'm not going to lie. I felt like we were going to drop really deep. I felt like we were going to let Fulham have a lot of the ball. And the last 20-25 minutes was worrying to watch, because we couldn't keep the ball. It was like a hot potato. We were poor in possession. Our highest player became so deep. That's normally Dom Solanke, and he dropped really deep, and the ball was pinging around left and right. Willian's trying to open up a chance. Tom Kearney's having a few shots, and although Neto remains calm and he keeps the defence calm, the ball's rolling for Gary O'Neill. I said this last week, I said this on the preview, and when it's rolling it's okay, but those games can turn into a loss right at the end, because we wasn't offering much. Until Jaden Anthony came on, he made a late change, then he brought Kiefer Moore on as well, and Jack Stacey. Cramp, I think, for Billing, tired legs. And we did have a few quarter chances to put the ball in the box. We had a corner that we tried to pick out Kiefer Moore, but it was a poor delivery, and again with a free kick. And we didn't look like we were going to score a third goal and win the game. If anything, we were just seeing out time, because a point here against Fulham at Crave Cottage is a very, very good result. We were 2-1 up. We're in an opportunity to win the game, but we didn't win the game. But at the start of the day, if someone had said to you, take a draw, score goals, watch a brilliant game of football, you'd all have snapped my hand off. I'm convinced of that. Full time it was then, 2-2. Man of the match, I mean, it could be a team performance man of the match. I feel like I want to give it to Dom Solanke. I'm sure he scored and got an assist. I'm sure he assisted Jefferson Lerma. For me, it's sometimes difficult to keep a complete eye on the game because I'm trying to get the footage just for you. But I think it was a Dom Solanke assist and goal, and I'm going to give it to him. It would be easy to give it to Lerma or Senesi or Mepham, all these type of defenders that work hard, but we conceded 2 goals today. So I'm going to give it to someone up front. Who did you think was man of the match? We scored again at Crave Cottage. That's the 4th time in a row we've done that, and we remain unbeaten here. This is home from home for us, this stadium, and it was a great game of football. Please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. I want to know what you think about that football match, no matter how you kept up with it. Thank you to Aquashine Exteriors, our sponsors. Thank you to our monthly members. You can become a monthly member at buymeacoffee.com/Cherries Red Army. Gary O'Neill's done it again. Look, we had to hold on, but he's done it again. He's done it again. Fulham 2, Bournemouth 2. Actually, before I completely go away, let's see if I can get a reaction from Steve. Come in here, Steve. This is a match reaction. I was just going to see the channel out, but
okay.
That's 2-2, mate.
2-2, yeah. I'm slightly disappointed with the 2-2. I thought they were there for the taking today. I thought the two, we got our noses in front, and then we sat back a little bit, invited them on. They get a goal back into the game. Poor defending at the corner. I mean, the guy's the biggest guy on the pitch, and he looks like he's got a free header to me. I mean, I'd like to see it back, but looked like a free header. Then we come back and we start again, and we go at them again, get ourselves back in front. The whole of the second half, we just sat deep, and I just didn't really understand that mindset. I'd say I don't understand. I get what he's trying to do. The problem is, I think there was 3 points there for the taking rather than the one we've got.
You would have taken it at the start of the day, though,
Absolutely.
surely.
Yeah, would have done.
Right.
Yeah, would have done.
Right, like, subscribe. There's a different view there. Thanks, Steve. Right, up the Cherries. On to the next one. Oh, getting stick now from a steward, I think. Yeah, hit the like button. This match reaction to Fulham 2, Bournemouth 2. On to the next one. Up the Cherries.